Welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You also brought in John Bales, Spirit of St. Louis Airport Director, the Air Show, and STEM Expo. Good morning, John Bales.
Good morning.
We didn't know that the Spirit of St. Louis had an airport director.
Yeah, we do now.
Quickly, what is the STEM Expo? Let's start with that.
Well, the STEM Expo is science, technology, engineering, and math. And in addition to having an air show and aviation obviously is STEM, we wanted to promote those fields to young people. There's a great need not only in St. Louis but in our country, and a lot of people aren't aware of what's involved and what career paths are there. So it's everything from entry-level technical stuff to the most sophisticated PhD you can imagine.
So what does that mean? You can go into the terminal there, and you can have booths set up, and people can talk to people?
No, actually, it's going to be on the fairgrounds if
Okay.
you ever came to the old St. Louis County Fair and Air Show.
Right.
And we're going to have an interactive display with all kinds of hands-on events, science center type feel. Kids can interact. They can see actual displays. They can actually talk to people that work in the STEM fields. We'll have some robotics, all kinds of fun stuff to get them actually turned on for these things.
Right, and this is all in conjunction with the Air Show?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us about the Air Show.
Well, the Air Show, we started a couple years ago planning this for the 50th anniversary of the Spirit of St. Louis Airport. We want to do something big. Blue Angels occasionally stop in, and they asked when we were going to bring back the show. So that's kind of how it was brought back. And
Is this the second year or third year that it's back?
This is the first year since 2007.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't been around since 2007.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
And we used to have a full-blown fair. The grounds aren't really set up that, but we wanted to have something that would interest the people and hold the crowds. And seeing all the science that goes on in St. Louis, we thought it was a perfect fit and help develop careers and economic development.
It's great that the Air Show is back. Anyone who's gone to an air show, you spend 5 minutes and your jaw drops. You're just amazed, right?
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the Blue Angels.
Yeah, what's going on this year at the Air Show?
Well, the headliner is Blue Angels. We have a large static display with a variety of civilian, military, warbird aircraft. In addition, we're having Patty Wagstaff, world famous performer, Skip Stewart also. They'll be performing. We have the Sky Raiders. We'll have 2 Hueys and 2 Cobras. We'll have some Warbirds, B-17, B-25, Avenger, T-6, an F-8 Bearcat. So a full-fledged air show. We'll run about 1 in the afternoon, about 3:30. And then on the grounds, we'll have a lot of static aircraft to look at also.
Kim, what is the U.S. Navy doing with the Air Show?
Well, the U.S. Navy is obviously bringing the Blue Angels performance demonstration team, as John talked about. Also, what we've done is a few years ago we started an initiative called Navy Week, which is the idea of bringing the U.S. Navy into the heartland, essentially where, the Navy tends to be coastal. And so we realize a lot of folks in the middle of the country don't get to see their Navy in action. And so the Blue Angels are coming out here, and that became a great opportunity to showcase the Navy for a week long of events in what we're calling the St. Louis Navy Week. And more importantly, there's only 6 of them this year, the Navy Weeks. So St. Louis was chosen as a great supporter of the military and the Navy.
I'm going to ask a kind of a dumb question here, so please forgive me, first off. And I think I kind of know the answer, but I'm not positive, which is why I'm asking the question. The U.S. Navy has the Blue Angels, which is air, but the Navy is known as ships. But the Navy has a component that is also air?
The Navy has an Air Force. They have an underwater, submarines. They have surface ships. And forgive my Marine friends out there, but we like to say we have our own little army, too. We call them the Marines, which are great. Great partnership.
Please send letters to her, not to me. I didn't say that.
We love the Marines. It's a great partnership. We're all Department of the Navy. But, yes, we have an air component that, you've heard of aircraft carriers.
Right.
And so we fly tactical aircraft off aircraft carriers. We also have a lot of land-based aircraft.
So if you wanted to fly jets, you would sign up for the Navy? Is that?
I would say yes, because what a cool opportunity to fly a jet off an aircraft carrier. I have actually landed, not flown myself, been the passenger in an aircraft that carries, passengers and equipment and stuff. Landed once, got shot off the end twice, and it is, as we like to say, the e-ticket ride.
You've landed on an aircraft carrier.
I have. I was
cool.
trapped. They call it a trap. You actually, it's actually, again, my Navy folks will forgive me, but we call it a controlled crash. You basically come in at full speed, grab a wire with a tail hook, and
you stop on a dime.
you stop on a dime.
And did you have a barf bag for that, just in case?
The landing wasn't so bad as the turn that takes you into the landing, trust me.
Was Goose or Maverick flying at the time?
I think both were.
Both were flying. Okay. International relations. That's what you were doing on
That's
that flight.
right.
All right. So what do we need to know? Let's talk about Navy Week first. What do we need to know about Navy Week?
Navy Week is an opportunity, like I said, to get the Navy out into the public. Now, one thing we always like to make clear, there's not really a critical mass. You can't go somewhere and find Navy Week. So we come to the people. We come to the community. So we'll do things, and we're still firming up the schedule, but we've got events planned at the City Museum one day with our robots and our parachute, the Leapfrogs, who are our parachute demonstration team, parajumpers. So they'll be in different places. We're trying to work with the Cardinals to have a Navy night at the Cardinals ballpark. We have a Navy band coming. So we'll definitely advertise different locations and venues where you can find these, but it'll all be...
And that's coming up when?
That is April 28th through May 4th.
And if you ever want to be a Navy SEAL, you have to join the Navy, right?
Absolutely. You do have to join the Navy.
Okay, good. And then the Spirit of St. Louis Air Show, when is that?
May 3rd and 4th.
Okay, so this is coming up here.
Yep, 9 to 5.
Where can people find out more information about Navy Week?
We'll be having a website, and it's at www.navyoutreach.org.
Okay, navyoutreach.org, or put in St. Louis Navy
St.
Week.
Louis Navy Week, we'll get you that.
And then the Spirit of St. Louis Air Show.
It's spirit-airshow.com, or just Google in Spirit of St. Louis Air Show.
May 3rd and 4th for this air show at Spirit of St. Louis in Chesterfield Valley. And then Navy Week, April 28th through March 4th.
May 4th.
May 4th, I'm sorry, May 4th. Kim Dixon, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. John Bale, Spirit of St. Louis Airport Director, thanks for your time.
Thank you, and we're always looking for sponsors.
You got it. So am I. 8:45 here, Big 550 KTR.